Welcome to Pacers and Trotters, Heartland Harness Heroes, a series highlighting the drivers, trainers, and horsemen who made Midwest harness racing special. I'm your host, Sal Ferguson. Today, we celebrate one of the greatest all-around horsemen the state of Ohio has ever produced, a man who could train champions in the morning and drive them to victory in the afternoon, Gene Riegle. Gene Riegle was born on February 31st, 1928 in Greenville, Ohio. He came from a racing family. His father, Roy, was a successful driver and trainer. From the time he was a small boy, Gene was immersed in the world of standardbreds. He learned the business the old-fashioned way, working long hours on the family farm and at the local fairgrounds. Gene turned professional in 1950. What made him stand out almost immediately was his rare combination of talents. He wasn't just a good driver or just a good trainer, he was elite at both. That versatility became his trademark. For more than 40 years, Gene Riegle was a dominant force on the Ohio County Fair circuit and on the National Grand Circuit stage. He developed and drove some of the biggest names of his era. Perhaps his most famous horse was Art's Place, the 1992 Horse of the Year. Gene not only trained Art's Place, but also drove him to many of his biggest victories. He also trained and drove Life Sign, winner of the 1993 Little Brown Jug, along with stars like Troublemaker, J-Time, and many others. Riegle had a smooth, intelligent driving style. He rarely made mistakes, knew exactly when to move his horse, and had incredible hands. Horsemen loved giving him their best stock because they knew Gene would get everything the horse had to offer. Whether it was a Tuesday night pace at a county fair or a $1 million stakes race, Gene approached every drive with the same focus and professionalism. His trophy case was impressive. He won the Adios Pace, the Messenger Stakes, the Cane Pace, multiple Breeders' Crown events, the Governor's Cup, and the Little Brown Juget twice. He was a regular on the Ohio Fair circuit at places like Darke County, Mercer County, Champaign County, and many others, the same fairs where fans loved watching him compete. In 1992, Gene Riegle received one of the highest honors in the sport when he was inducted into the Harness Racing Hall of Fame in Goshen, New York. He was also inducted into the Ohio Harness Racing Hall of Fame. By the time he retired, he had built a legacy as one of the most respected horsemen of the second half of the 20th century. Gene passed away on November 1st, 2011, at the age of 83, but his influence is still very much alive in Ohio harness racing. Many of today's top trainers and drivers credit Gene Riegle with teaching them the importance of patience, horsemanship, and doing things the right way. He helped put Ohio on the national harness racing map and inspired generations of young horsemen who grew up watching him on the fair circuit. Gene Riegle represented everything great about Heartland harness racing: quiet competence, deep knowledge of the horse, and a lifelong dedication to the sport. He proved that you could be successful at the highest level while still staying true to your Ohio roots. Gene, thank you for the decades of excellence you brought to the barn and the sulky. Your name will always be spoken with respect whenever people talk about the golden era of Ohio and Midwest harness racing. That's a wrap for this episode of Pacers and Trotters, Heartland Harness Heroes. If you enjoy the show, drop us an email at heartlandsportsradio@gmail.com. Thanks for listening. I'm your host, Sal Ferguson, and the next time you watch a great drive at a county fair or on the Grand Circuit, think of legends like Gene Riegle who helped build this sport.